Alright, in this video I'm going to go over defending a hook. So this is drills that you can do on your own without a partner. So just like the pair salute, we're using open triangle footwork. So again, what that is you would be stepping in towards the person's arm. So a hook, remember the person's arm is bent. A lot of people you'll see they'll throw haymakers. You can also use this to defend that, or any sort of slap. So if there's a slap coming here horizontally. So this is any strike coming towards the side of your head in a horizontal fashion. So to do this, you would be stepping in towards the arm. You're going to use a in block to defend. So when we do the in block, one arm would be defending below the elbow and one would be defending above the elbow. So if you think about the arm, you would have one arm down here and then one arm up above the elbow at some spot. So your first block would be an in block down below the arm. This would make sure that this hand or slap doesn't come and hit you in the head. So that's what this one down here is for. The one above the elbow is to lessen their power and make it easier to defend. So what that could be is another block. So you block below the elbow and you block above the elbow. What else it could be is you do a palm strike or a punch to the person's shoulder. So if you hit them in the shoulder as they're striking, it's going to knock their body backwards, pull their arm back, pull their power away from your head. Another thing that could be a punch to the face. So you block down here below the arm, and then you punch them in the face. That will obviously distract them. So you would be doing both simultaneously. Whichever option you want to practice is, you can practice all of them. Block and palm strike, or block and punch to the face. If you're close enough, you could do an elbow to the face. Most of the time, I'm smaller than my opponents, so I often go for a punch to the face, or a palm strike to the face, hitting with the heel of the palm. So after you've decided what kind of block and strike variation you would like to do, you're going to do that with your footwork. So imagine the arm is coming around to my head. I'd be stepping in towards the arm. If the person is throwing the hook from this side, I'd be stepping in towards that arm. The outside arm would be doing an in block, and this hand would be throwing my strike or a second block. So I'm here, I block, and I'm doing a palm strike right now. Both of these arms are then going to grab the arm, swing it down, and I would get to my 2-on-1. And then again, we would do that side step to get next to our opponent. So again, you would step in, do that block, do that strike, all in one motion. You don't want to do it one at a time. You want to get used to multitasking and doing it all together. It confuses your opponent and it creates different points for them to think about. It makes them think about they just got hit in the head, their strike got just defended, and you're moving even closer to your opponent. So again, if the strike is coming from this side, I would step and strike, block and strike. So again, step, block, strike, all together. From there, I turn, I grab at the back of the arm, swing the arm down. This elbow that is on top comes down on the wrist to maintain control. I grab bicep, wrist, and side step. So from the back, if they are throwing their strike from this hand over here, I step, I block, I strike, grab the arm, swing it down, clip, bicep, wrist, and side step. So remember, you always want to end up facing the same direction that your opponent is in. So if I'm standing right here, and my opponent is in front of me, they would be facing me. I want to end up facing the same way that they are. So if I am right here and my opponent's in front of me, I would end up facing that direction, facing away from the camera. So again, I'm going to show this using an object. So this is a noodle from Dollar Tree. This is cut in half, but you can do this with any sort of object that's shaped somewhat like an arm. And if you have gloves or have equipment, you can put something on the end to pretend that it's a hand. So I'm just going to use this noodle. So think of the arm would be coming to the side of your head. This would be the hand closest to me. I'd be doing my step. I would be doing my palm strike to the shoulder or to the face. My other arm would be doing my block. Both arms would turn and grab the back of the arm. Okay? This, I would swing the arm down to the other side of my body. The hand, that elbow that's on top, would clip down. So this right here would be the wrist. So I'm maintaining control of the person's arm the entire time. I grab the bicep first, and then I transition to the wrist. I turn and I sidestep. So to help you keep track of which side is the hand, I took a tissue and I put it in the end of this noodle. So this is another way that you can keep track of this. If you want to step it up, you can put a line of tape or with a marker or a Sharpie or something right here in the middle to represent the elbow. Okay? So this is the hand right here. So when that hand comes out your head, you're doing a block down below the elbow. You're doing a punch or palm strike to the head or to the shoulder. Both arms come down behind the arm, grab and hook on, no thumbs. So all my fingers are on one side. Okay? I swing the arm down, I clip at the wrist, I grab the bicep, I grab the wrist, and I sidestep. So from the back, if the arm is coming this way towards my head, I would step, block, strike, both arms come down behind the arm, swing the arm down, clip, bicep, wrist, sidestep. One more time from this side. If the arm is coming at me from this side, okay, I block down below the arm, strike, grab, swing, clip, bicep, wrist, and sidestep. So this is how to defend a hook motion strike or any sort of horizontal strike coming at the side of your head. So from your 2-on-1, again, you can do the pull-push disengagement, which is where you're grabbing the arm, you pull the arm down, and then you would step and push and throw them away. So that is the same disengagement that I went through in the defense of a straightforward strike.